everybody, welcome back to Life of Alicia. Today we're going to be doing a video about 10 things that I am calling Japan life hacks or Japan travel hacks. Just 10 things that you need to know when you come to Japan. These are things that I couldn't find on the internet and that I hope will help you the next time you decide to come to Japan. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I think is very different here than anywhere else is that everybody always pays in like exact as possible change. A lot of people in Japan carry cash, and let's say your total is like 1172 and you only have two tens, then you'll pay 2 tens and then you'll try and find 72 cents so that you can just get like $9 back instead of $9.28 because nobody wants that. So pay with as much exact change as you can and try to like make it so that you'll get the least amount of like coins or bills or whatever back. The second thing is all about public transportation. First thing is when you get on a bus, you get on in the middle of the bus, not the front, in the middle, and you take a little ticket and that tells you what stop you got on, and then when you want to get off, you push the little button that signals the driver to stop at the next stop, and then you go to the front, drop the ticket in the little thing, and then it'll calculate how much you need to pay your amount, get your change, whatever, and then get off the bus. So you actually pay at the end in Japan, you don't pay when you get on the bus. So make sure you take that little ticket, otherwise they assume you got on at the beginning and make you pay the full price. More about public transport is basically not to talk to people or talk out loud on the phone. Set your phone to silent. Just try not to disturb other people. Some people try and sleep. Don't steal their stuff. You know, just be respectful, be polite to people on the buses and trains. And most people will sit like on a train, let's say. Someone will sit, they'll leave a space, someone will sit, leave a space. Like it's every other person until the train starts filling up, then you kind of fill up the spots. So don't kind of sit right next to somebody. Leave a little gap until you don't have any other choice. And just like in the rest of the world, there's priority seating. If you're sitting and you see someone who needs your seat more than you do, just trade spots, offer them the spot. If they refuse, that's fine too, but offer your spot to someone who needs it more than you do. And a big thing about trains, especially in Tokyo when it's very, very busy, they'll have like little arrows as to where you need to line up to wait for the train. So you kind of line up, if the door's gonna stop here, you kind of line up like here so that when the train stops, people can get off first and then you can get onto the train. So make sure you let people off before you get on the plane, the train, whatever. The third thing I'd like to share with you guys is that trains are always on time in Japan. They take such pride in their punctuality. Literally, I remember the Tsukuba Express one day, it left the station 11 seconds early. And they had to make like a national apology and like offer tickets to people and stuff. Like it's a big deal here. So trains will always be on time. Buses, not so much. Buses are always like a couple minutes late at least, like maybe even up to like 10, 15, 20 minutes late. But trains, always on time. And another great thing is that, especially during like peak times, a lot of trains in Tokyo will have like a female only car. So if you're kind of worried about, you know, whatever it might be, if you're a girl, you can go into the female only cars and maybe feel a little bit safer during like the high commute times. And the fourth thing is that people do bow here. It's very traditional. It shows respect. People will bow when you walk into a store. You bow when you say thank you. It doesn't have to be like a full out like bending over bow, but just like nodding the head. Like that is very customary here. So do your best to try and remember to, you know, give a little of a head tilt when you're talking to people. The fifth thing is that bicycles are treated like all other moving vehicles. They have laws. If you break them, you will be fined. You will be forced to take like bicycle driving lessons, and I don't really know how that much fun that would be, but you need to ride your bicycle on the left-hand side of the road. You need to stop at all lights. You need to obey rules. You can't drive your bicycle after drinking alcohol, etc., etc. There are rules. They're treated like vehicles, so don't think you can just run a red light because you're on a bicycle. The sixth thing that I always find really funny is that Japanese people use umbrellas for everything. Rain, snow, like sunshine, everything. So like I remember it was snowing one day and people were using their umbrellas and I'm like, what? And like even when it's sunny, they have like special sun umbrellas that everybody carries around. everybody uses umbrellas for literally everything, and because of that, they have little umbrella stands outside of all stores, and some like bigger department stores will have like an umbrella baggie, so you kind of stick your umbrella in, pull it away, and then your umbrella is like nicely in this bag so you don't get stuff wet. And a lot of people have like clear umbrellas so that you can like hold it really close to yourself and like see through it, which I always thought was like the coolest thing ever. I always thought it was kind of like walking underwater, but not. But anyways, clear umbrellas are a big thing here. They're only like $1 at like the convenience store or the dollar store. The 7th thing only applies if you go grocery shopping, but if you do go to the grocery store, make sure you use a basket. If you haven't seen my grocery shopping in Japan video, I will link that down below, but make sure you use a basket because when you go to the checkout, it's important for their flow of scanning stuff to have a basket. And the 8th thing is that because Japan is still very modest and kind of traditional, make sure you don't dress overly provocatively or like sexually. Obviously you can do what you want, but you will probably get stares and people will be looking at you or kind of whisper behind your back. They appreciate modesty and dressing and covering, especially for girls, covering yourself up. So try not to, you know, wear like that kind of stuff. And the 9th thing is just like a golden rule that you should never ever break, is to never wear shoes inside of somebody's house or your own house or apartment or whatever. Even in fitting rooms, you're not allowed to wear your shoes. So make sure you take them off and you put on slippers or walk in your socks or bare feet, whatever. Just do not at all costs wear your shoes inside of somebody's house or building, or even those restaurant areas where you're sitting on the ground. No shoes there, no shoes in fitting rooms. They're just, people think they're very dirty, and I agree with that. You're walking around outside, you're stepping on people's old gum, you know, whatever. Do not wear your shoes inside of someone's home. And the 10th thing I'd like to share with you guys kind of overlaps with my eating in Japan video. If you haven't seen that, the link is also down in the description box below. But you need to get up to pay for your meal. If you're eating at a restaurant, they will not bring the bill to you. They'll give you the receipt and you will have to go to the cash register at the front of the store and pay there, because this gets me every single time, but you don't pay at the table, you pay at the front. So that is all I have for you guys today. I really hope this video helps you if you're in Japan or planning on coming here. Just some tips and tricks that the internet doesn't really tell you, so now hopefully, I guess technically this will be on the internet, so it'll be helping you. But let me know if it did help you in the comments below, or by leaving a like. Share this video with anyone who you think might need it, and hit that big red subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!